So holy shit, what an election. Holy shit. What an election. I had no idea that by promoting the third parties that the Democrats, I thought the Democrats had this absolutely in the bag. They had it absolutely in the bag. You took old man Biden out, you put a black woman in, and, you know, they typically, I would think, you know, is better than a 34 felon fucking dipshit, fucking constant lying, no truth con man. 247 to 210, 9 states left to go. Donald Trump is winning 247 electoral college votes to 210, which means she's got 60 more electoral college votes to go, and all he needs to win is just another 23. Let me read off this map here. So 210 to 247, and then the popular vote, he's got 66 million to her 61 million. 9 states left to go, and they're all bleeding red, except for 3 of them. So Alaska, Arizona, Nevada, these are bleeding red. Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, bleeding red. Bleeding blue, Minnesota, Maine, and New Hampshire. That means if it goes the way it looks like it's going, they lost all the fucking swing states. They didn't win any swing states whatsoever. You had 7 states to win. Georgia and North Carolina is already in the bag. The blue wall, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, bleeding red. Nevada, Arizona, Alaska, bleeding red. Hawaii is Harris's. I'm not going to read all the states out. All the safe states, 43 states did exactly what the fuck everybody thought that they were going to do. So we're just watching for Maine, and let's see what's reporting so far. 55% has reported in Maine, so that's 4 electoral college votes. New Hampshire's another 4 electoral college votes, 88%. Kamala's winning in those states. Pennsylvania, 90% is reporting, 51% to 48%. Donald is winning. Michigan, 61% is reporting. Donald is winning by 200,000 votes, 61%. So there's still some room for error. Wisconsin, 86% is winning, 51 to 47%. Minnesota, 50% to 48%. It's only 50,000 votes in Minnesota, so barely is holding on to Minnesota. Alaska, 15% is voting, so who knows where that'll go, but it's 56% to 40%. Arizona, 51% has voted. That's super close, 50% to 49%. There's a difference of only 15,000 votes there. And Nevada, also super close, but 51% to 48%. So it's about a difference of 40,000 votes. What the fuck? What the fuck is going on? Holy shit. Is Peanut the squirrel? I mean, fucking TYT. They started making it a right-wing thing. I just think that it's just a right or wrong thing. You know, you go around, you kill people's pets. What the fuck are you doing? Jesus Christ. Peanut is going to have to be, what? You're going to have to make Peanut the ambassador to the UN or Secretary of State or Secretary of Defense or something. Put him in charge of the, I don't know, the EPA or what's the, is there a conservation? Dixville Knox in New Hampshire, 3-3. That wasn't a great start, right? So this kind of was a national election so far. There was no surprises when it came to the safe states. They said Iowa, they fucked up with Iowa. That damn pollster, was it Ann Selzer? She probably ruined her reputation as a pollster because of her Iowa prediction. So all 43 safe states did exactly what we all thought that they were going to do. They stayed irrelevant and boring-ass, stupid-ass safe states. Oh, really, Alabama? You voted for the fucking Republican just like you voted for the last 100 years? Man, I bet you that's a terrible fucking state to live in. So, any third-party traction, any 5%ers, any states won. Jesus Christ. Third party could just have done good if they would have just sat in fucking Mississippi and just campaigned in Mississippi all day long. You're not getting one single fucking vote. What about Nebraska or Maine? Nebraska's already come in and it's saying, what, all of them have gone for 5 electoral college votes. None of them were split. Okay, Kamala won 1 electoral vote from Nebraska. Chase Oliver got less than 1%. Cornell got less than 1%. And Jill Stein got less than 1%. My God, let's check a couple states out here just to get a rough sample. We'll do Florida, and we'll do Washington and Maine. We'll do like 3 corners. Jill Stein, less than 1%. Chase Oliver, less than 1%. Claudia De La Cruz, less than 1%. Peter Sansky and Randall Terry, less than 1%. Okay, so not a great showing in Florida. Maybe Washington, they did a little bit better. So Washington, you have Jill Stein got 0.5%. Chase Oliver got 0.3%. Claudia De La Cruz got 0.1%. Cornell West got 0.1%. Shiva Ayadurai got less than 0.1%. Also Joseph Kishore and Raquel Fruit. She got 428 votes. That'd probably be easier just to say it that way. Okay, so hardly a good showing in Washington, Florida, or Maine. Is there any state that's like, man, that's where all the third parties... So, okay, Maine, Jill Stein is getting 1%. We've had, this isn't even called yet, 56 reporting. So Jill Stein's got 1%. Chase Oliver's got 0.6%, 0.4% for Cornell. And then write-ins at 0.3%. There was a governor's race. A guy named Lyman, he got like 8% with a write-in campaign, which is amazing. The Republicans and the Democrats. And then a guy named Lyman, he got 8%. So the Republican trounced the Democrat by like 20 points or some shit. So, I guess let's take a look at the swing states, right? That's where they're going to be like, hey, it was Jill Stein's fault. Oh, yeah, it's not the fucking genocide. It's not the fucking homelessness or the poverty or the police brutality. It's not the fucking problems, right? It's not that they're dissatisfied with the establishment and the elites and the fucking billionaire class and the donor class. That's not what it is. We're not throwing the bums out because they've been a bunch of do-nothing fucking bums. Oh, he's got his thumb up his ass? Maybe we don't want a president that just has a fucking thumb up his ass and then spends $50 billion on a fucking genocide and don't give a shit about people's pets. They're going around killing people and killing people's pets. That's not a very good look. You'll blame Jill Stein. Okay, so what do we want to check out? Wisconsin or Michigan or Pennsylvania? We'll do the one, let's see, 86% reporting in Wisconsin. So we'll just do Wisconsin. What's going on in Wisconsin? Well, actually, Robert Kennedy beat Jill Stein, Chase Oliver, Randall Terry, Cornell West, and Claudia De La Cruz. Robert Kennedy got 15,000 votes versus 1.4 million votes to Kamala and 1.5 million votes for Donald. So if you were to give Robert Kennedy and Jill Stein's votes to Kamala Harris, that still doesn't change a fucking thing. 4% difference, that's 1%. If you combine Robert Kennedy and Jill Stein's votes together, maybe if you combine all the third parties, would that change anything? Because you got 4 points, 4.3 points. So if you were to take all the third parties, let's see, that's Robert Kennedy's 0.5%, Jill Stein's 0.4%, Chase Oliver's 0.3%, Randall Terry's 0.1%, and then Claudia De La Cruz and Cornell West got less than 0.1%. That's kind of embarrassing. Jesus fucking shit. Less than 1%? What is 1%? I mean, can I add up these percentages like this? Maybe, I don't know. Let's see. We'll try it. We'll try it. So that's 1%, right? So that's 1% with those three, and then 3%, so maybe what, 1.5%? If you added all 3 third parties up, all fucking 6 third parties, that's still 1.5%. That doesn't make up the 4% deficit. Want to sit there and just shit on Jill Stein. You know, maybe you could have had some fucking good policies. Man, I thought Kamala, there's no way, just what, complaining about the fucking administration, saying that the third parties are better. I mean, the genocide, that's great for Zionism. So they lost because of fucking Zionism. That's a great fucking thing. You want to genocide a bunch of fucking kids, you pieces of shit? You can't fucking stop yourself? You can't stop yourself from genociding a bunch of fucking kids? You can't stop yourself from killing kids and killing people's pets? Like, what the fuck? I got a couple notes here. I was going to get into the ballot measures, but I'll do that in a separate video. So Kamala Harris would rather lose the election than end the genocide. I mean, you just had to not spend $50 fucking billion. Hey, you got $50 billion? Don't spend it. You got a bunch of tanks and guns and missiles? Don't fucking give it to... Why would you do that? They're attacking everybody. We're forced to pick between two assholes who want power, who really, really wants power. I wonder if we just elected the top 5 Americans. Just have an open fucking response. Just an open ballot. Nobody runs for office. Every election, everybody picks the top 5 Americans that they like, and then we tap that person on the shoulder. Hey, Warren Beatty. Hey, Rihanna. Hey, Eminem, can you lead the country? Hey, Elon Musk. Hey, fucking Albert Einstein. Hey, Will Ferrell. That way we would get the best and the brightest. The American people have chosen you to lead the fucking country, That's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. Oh, you want power? You really, really want power, huh? I don't know if I like that. I kind of hate that. What the fuck you want all the power for? So you can piss on all of our faces? Oh, fucking awesome. Donald isn't going to do much better with the genocide, but I've seen both arguments going both ways. You got to throw the bastards out. If you fucking goddamn reward them with a fucking winning election, then what the fuck did you just said it was A-okay? Donald says he's going to do it even faster. Hurry up and kill them all as quick as possible. But he also said he wanted peace by the time he gets into inauguration. So go ahead and drop the nuclear bomb. Drop a fucking, mother of all bombs. Just wipe out Lebanon and fucking Syria and goddamn Germany, Italy. Who cares? Italy could do, Israel and Saudi Arabia and Egypt. They could do, those dictatorships could do as the fuck as they please. And then what about Ukraine? Is all of Europe going to fucking collapse now? I'm against the military-industrial complex, but that was actually like a legitimate war. But then all the genocide happening in Israel, it's like, Jesus Christ, are we the fucking stormtroopers? Why can't third parties at least win one fucking state? Why can't they get at least 5 fucking %? So basically the choices presented to America is vote for wickedness, vote for evil, or vote for complete irrelevance. Barack Obama, he wrote a book. Boris Johnson wrote a book. Even George W. Bush wrote a book. You think Donald or Kamala would ever write a fucking book? You think either one of them are smart enough, reflective and intelligent enough to detail their experiences? Well, I was sitting there thinking about this thing and that. So what's the fucking selection in America? Do we want the billionaire class or the super millionaire Wall Street class? Do we want Zionism or Zionism? Do we want America 5th or America 5th? Do we want syphilis or gonorrhea? Saudi Arabia or Egypt? Oppressive fascism or authoritarian corporatism? Let's see here. Do we want AIPAC or do we want APAC? Do we want to suck Israel and Saudi Arabia's and Egypt's dick? Or do we want some genocide or do we want some super genocide? Let's see here. What are our choices? I can't believe the Amish rushed out to go vote for Donald Trump. What the fuck is this damn country about? I can understand that the Democrats lost this on their own accord, but my God, Donald has got to be one of the worst fucking people on the planet. He's a constant liar, racist piece of shit, Confederate fucking flag-waving KKK motherfucking Nazi. So are we Nazi Germany now? Are the Amish just a bunch of racist and sexist Nazi Confederate piles of shit? Do they want justice for Peanut? Okay, I can understand that. Man, they like their animals, right? Is it the higher tariffs on soybeans? What is up with the Amish? Donald bragged that he's not a Christian. Kamala's a Baptist. Does that mean she's too Christian? They want to vote for the non-Christian that gives you bullshit. They don't want a con man, but they want a con artiste. Or no, they don't want the con artiste. They want the con man. They want the straight up fucking lying bullshit. Patriarchy, I don't get it. They want Donald to do genocide harder and faster. Donald said he was going to deport the Americans who protested in favor of Palestine. The Republicans didn't even want to give humanitarian aid to Gaza and the West Bank. Donald also said he would just let Bibi Netanyahu finish the job. Events dictate elections. Hurricane Helene was 1 month ago. 50 folks were just killed by Israel just yesterday. And they've been killing fucking children. 30,000? for over a year now. Every fucking day there's like dozens and dozens and dozens that were killed. Plus you got Peanut the Squirrel. Those are like the three fucking main issues. Hurricane Helene, the genocide, Peanut the Squirrel. I was kind of excited that Harris was going to legalize marijuana. I was going to read up on her economic plan and then help her out with Barack Obama when he got elected. He says, I need you guys to help me out. Shit. So I was just going to, put the pressure on during the election, and if she ended up winning, then just kind of accept it and maybe get some more housing, That seemed okay. She had a couple ideas with her 81-page economic plan. Does Donald got an 81-page economic plan? Oh, he's just going to keep lying to us? Okay. And now we're going to have a super right-wing fucking... So we're not even... The Democrats are conservative with just liberal breadcrumbs. So that means we're going to go into batshit crazy land? That's where we're at right now? Holy fucking shit. At least Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders are still senators. That's not all. The Senate flipped too. The Senate flipped. So there's 51 fucking senators, Republican senators now. 51%. Where are we at? 51 to 42, and you still got, 7 senators that haven't been decided yet. That's fucking nuts. That's fucking crazy. Where's the House? Do they have the House? Where are we at on the House? 218 is the majority. The Republicans have 185 and the Democrats have 160. So that's not good either. We're going to lose the House and the Senate and the presidency and the fucking judicial branch. Holy fuck. He's going to pick the new Supreme Court justices. It's not going to be 6-3. It's going to be 9-0. Holy fucking shit. We're all going to have to sign up for fascism classes. We're going to have to learn how to be mean to minorities and women. And we have to learn how to be discriminatory against anybody and everybody. And then who gives a shit about crime, right? Yeah, the fucking Law and Order party, Mr. fucking 34 felonies. Yeah, they're real great at Law and Order. Man, how great are they at Law and Order? Hey, he's just got 34 felonies. That's not like 35, Holy shit. What a fucking election. I'm going to talk about the ballot measures here in a second.